What else we get? This one's a 1,000-year-old Frenro sculpture. The other grad student offered a peek. Maya reached for the snarl of metal and stone. It reminded her of an old friend and a ship and all the ever-changing stars she'd left behind to be here. Careful, said Pickle. This one's fake too, and I'm always careful. She lifted it higher so its polished facets caught the light and examined the smooth surface. Bullshit, sputtered Brian, a conservator for the Artifacts Division. It's been authenticated. It's one of the most valuable pieces of his collection. Maya probed one of the metal bits, ignoring his protests. These types of Frenro sculptures are like a memory box of places a Frenro has lived, hence the mixed media. Yeah, and? This piece here is... She scanned it again with her ocular lenses. Quartz. So? Quartz that appears to contain a significant amount of nitrogen, Maya said. Nitrogen in high concentration is poisonous to Frenro. Oh my God, so true, said Pickle with a laugh. And this fragment here, Maya pointed out a black shard, is a settler-manufactured data chip, the kind we used to make. During the war, she meant, but didn't say. She remembered her parents assembling the tiny parts that went into them every night at the kitchen table. Best to avoid mentioning it in mixed company. Brian came to examine it. Maya would have liked to linger over the rest of the items, but there was a blinking in her lenses indicating an incoming call from her lead academic advisor, and it, unfortunately, could not be ignored. Chapter 2. Her old silver Planet 9 bomber jacket barely kept out the chill of the stacks she'd retreated to for privacy. No need for anyone else to witness her humiliation. The sub-basement was a solid 18 degrees Celsius, dry and dimly lit to keep mold and deterioration at bay. The south side of the floor held metal shelves full of as-yet untouched artifacts and the long tables where they'd been unpacking the Nkosi shipment. The north side boasted rare volumes and correspondence, Pickle's domain. There were never many people around. Maya slipped into the expandable meter gap between the shelves and slouched against the cold metal frame. The gloom was bearable, except it reminded her too much of the banged-up, dusty orange world she called home. She removed a chunky camera ring from her pinky and balanced it on the lip of a shelf, then touched her earlobe. Dr. Liam Watterson's head materialized above a row of mint-condition, crimson-bound minutes from some conference on interstellar relations. His face was puffy and pale under a shock of red hair, except for a flush that blotched his cheeks and neck. Scowling, as usual. For as long as Maya had known him, he was irritated or anxious, or both. And there was something comforting about his consistency. "What is this?" he asked, without preamble. So he had read the paper. He'd called a week ago and asked her to send over what she'd been working on this summer for Xenology, a premier scientific journal. Liam wanted her to get a head start on accruing publication credits. Important if she wanted a future in academia. Extra important if she planned on focusing entirely on museum studies rather than field work. Except she hadn't been working on the paper. She had spent the last 2 months hiking and attempting to catalog every flavor of ice cream in New Jersey, which left the only acceptable option of somehow condensing what should have been several months of research into 72 hours and appending a description of a concert she'd once attended while high on otherworldly psychedelics. Still, considering it was closer than Liam had ever been to another world, she thought it a fine enough contribution to the field.